Because my big issue, and so many people that I know are so worried about our government not representing normal people anymore and special interests taking over. And I know I've heard you say that New Jersey's been a leader on things like campaign finance reform. And I did some research. It looked like most of them maybe happened, some of those reforms passed before you were governor. So I just wanted to know what specific reforms you have supported and what you would do on the federal level.
Yeah, I proposed a whole bunch of reforms when I first got into office.
Yeah.
And the Democratic legislature doesn't want to do anything with them.
It's whoever has the money at the time
That's
is
right.
against
They have a majority in the legislature. They, for instance, they apply the pay-to-play laws to the governor, to the state party, but not to legislators.
Not to themselves.
Right. So I think all the laws that apply to me should apply to them. I'm not looking to get rid of any of those laws. I'm happy, and I've run twice and been elected twice.
Right.
You know, complying with pay-to-play laws. Why do they apply to me and not to members of the state legislature? Why can they take money on contracts that they vote on for people and fund in the budget? So those kind of reforms make real sense.
Right.
Or if you're not going to do that, then take all the restrictions off everybody and make the reporting in 24 hours on the internet. But you can't have one set of rules that apply to one set of people and a different set of rules that apply to others.
Exactly. So what exact reforms in New Jersey would you apply on the federal level if you...
Well, you know, listen, I think you got to go one or two ways now on the federal level. Either you have to do what I just said, which is apply all the rules to everybody uniformly, or you have to get rid of all these crazy rules. Because what's happening now is people are creating entities just to be able to get around election laws. And so
all this outside spending.
Yeah, and what should matter the most to people is where do candidates get their money from?
Exactly.
And knowing in real time where you get your money from, so you can make the judgment about whether that money influences the position the candidate takes on an issue.
Exactly, and this outside money is very secretive. A lot of times we don't know where it's
so so there's lots of different ways we could go. You could go to a system where you have unlimited contributions, but that has to be reported immediately, and it has to be to the candidate. Anything that has more disclosure about it is a good thing to do.
So would you be in favor of a constitutional amendment that would prevent all that outside spending? Because it goes
I don't know about a constitutional amendment because I think that we play around a little bit too much with the Constitution. And the fact is there are free speech concerns to be worried about here too. So I'd rather go in favor of more free speech, letting people give the money they want to give, but have the candidates be accountable.
So then, like
for
a
what
public
they do.
financing?
No, not necessarily public financing, although we have that in New Jersey.
Okay.
But I think you can have people give unlimited contributions, but as long as you know where it's coming from in real time, that gives the kind of transparency you need. And it respects people's free speech rights as well. So there's lots of different ways you could do it. But right now, the folks who are in charge don't want to do anything about it.
That's true.
And in our state, we've tried to do some things on ethics reform and on campaign finance reform, and they never even gotten a hearing in the legislature.
Exactly. Well, it's something that everyone I know, whether they're conservative or liberal, agrees with, because we are all frustrated no matter what our positions are, because we're not being represented.
You want access to your government?
We want influence, exactly, and that's why I appreciate you coming out to talk to us.
Well, we appreciate it too.
Thank you so much, Governor.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.